Hello fellow developers, welcome back. In this video we're gonna create two routes, one for liking a scream and one for unliking a scream. So let's do that. Alright, let's write these routes. So we got app.post. Why is it post? Actually it can be a get request. Let's do app.get /scream /scream ID /like, or yeah, just like. And then it's gonna, of course it's gonna be a protected route, and it's gonna point to like scream. And let's copy it, paste it again. This will be unlike, and I've changed this to unlike as well. So let's bring these two functions that we haven't created in. So like scream and unlike scream. One thing that I forgot to do last time. So here where we post a scream, we need to actually get the image of the user as well, because we don't want to send another query to fetch it. So we can do user image here. We store the user image in the document of the scream. So user image equals request.user. Remember in the last video we actually did this image URL thing. So request.user.image URL through the middleware, we're adding it. And we need to set like count, initialize them. So like count is 0 and comment count is 0 as well, because this post has just been created. And when we create it as well, as a response we need to return it and not just return a message. So here when we get the document back, after adding, let's do const response scream, I guess res scream equals new scream, and here let's do res scream dot scream ID, because we want to add the ID, equals doc.id. Now you might be thinking, whoa, this is a constant, how can you edit a key in it? But actually you can edit a key in the constant, you just can't change the data type or the complete value of the object. Alright, so here response.json, we just returned this res scream, and let's quickly test that. So I already have Firebase running. Let's go to Postman. We already have a token, which I hope isn't expired. So /scream. Let's keep this open. Let's just copy this. Yeah, let's copy this here. /API /scream to post the scream. So let's copy this token. Let's go to headers, authorization bearer space that token. I did it, guys. I spelled authorization properly. The body will be, I don't know, hello, whatever. Let's send. And cool, we get hello, the body. The user image is no image because this user doesn't have an image yet. We get the scream ID, like count created. Brilliant. Okay, so that's fixed. All right, let's create the like function. So exports.like scream. Let's put a comment here that says like a scream. Like a person couldn't understand from like scream that it's what it does. I don't know. Request response. And here what we need to do, actually I want to explain something first. It's theory time. All right, what we're gonna do here, because you might be thinking, wait, why don't we store all the comments and the likes of each scream in the scream document itself? And you would be right in the sense that, yeah, it makes more sense to store them in the same document, but the way databases work, you're supposed to keep each document actually really small in size and try to spread all the properties. And the way Firebase in particular works is that it has a maximum of 4 megabytes per document that it allows you. And of course, if you would have a big social media website, let's say something like Twitter, one tweet could have thousands of likes and thousands of comments. So it would be extremely inefficient to store everything in one document, because it would be really slow to query that one document. And if you needed only a few properties instead of everything, the way how query languages work, you need to fetch the whole document to get any properties. So it's more efficient to actually spread these properties and have the likes and the comments in different collections and fetch them separately. I'm gonna post in the description a video by the Firebase developers themselves explaining how you structure your database like this and why it's actually more efficient and why it costs you less money on Firebase. Remind me if I forget to post that video. And by the way, I have one quick thing to say. Please let me know in the comment section if you prefer the just code and let me write the code behind you because I just want to learn this framework approach, or you prefer the approach where I actually explain the stuff that I'm writing, because I noticed that I do spend quite a lot of time explaining some of the principles, but I personally think it's better for you to understand them. But okay, rant over. Let me know, I would like to get some feedback on that. Alright, let's get to business. Let's create a collection called likes. And the way our likes are going to work, simply each like will hold a user handle of who liked the scream and another key scream ID of what scream they liked. Let's grab this ID because it's the only scream I have on my database. So let's put it here. And we could add a created at, but it's only useful for statistics and data analytics because we just want to show the amount of likes. You can do it if you want, but I'm just going to stick to scream ID and user handle for now. So yeah, we got likes now, and that means technically this, actually I have the other scream. So this scream now has 1 like by this user. Let's not worry about like count for now. Or actually, let's worry about it. Let's just, oh, it doesn't have it. It's okay. Let's not worry about it. All right. So here, what we need to do is that we need to check whether a like document exists or not. We can't just add a like. We fetch, we query from our database. And if this like document already exists, we need to return a message to the user saying, scream already liked, you can't like it again. And as well, we need to check whether the scream itself exists, and if it doesn't, we'll be like, hey, the scream doesn't exist, you can't like a scream that doesn't exist. This function is going to have a lot of code, but it's good practice if you need to take care of the edge cases. So we're going to get both documents right now and set them in variables because we're going to need to reference to them multiple times and we don't want to like type a lot of this code again. So let's do const like document equals db.collection likes, where the user handle of the like equals the user handle of the user that's trying to like again, or trying to like, not potentially not again. So request.user.handle, because this is protected again, that means we have access to that handle. And we chain another where here, where scream ID equals request.params, because this the ID of the scream will be in the URL itself, dot scream ID. All right, and let's do limit 1, because this is a query. That means it's gonna return a couple of documents. And even, by the way, when we limit to 1, it's still gonna give us an array with 1 document. It's not gonna give us 1 document. So let's do const scream document equals db.doc slash screams slash $ curly braces request.params.scream ID. All right, let's initialize, let's scream data equals an empty object. Let's do scream document. So the first check is we check that this scream document exists, dot get dot then doc. Here we do if If not, doc.exists and return. Actually, let's start with doc exists, because it's more efficient to start with the case that you think is more probable to happen. So if doc exists, then we need to actually give this scream data this data. So scream data equals, we don't have to actually initialize it as an object because it's going to become an object now. So scream data equals doc.data, and we need the scream ID as well. So we do scream data dot scream ID equals doc.id, and here return like document dot get. And here we do else, that means if the document does not exist, we do return res.status 404, and I'm gonna have a JSON with an error, scream not found. Alright, so after the then, no, not catch, we have another then, because we did return like document. So this will give us a query snapshot. So data, if so data has an empty property if the array is empty. So if data.empty, that means we don't have the like, so we can actually create it. So let's do return db.collection likes like this dot add, and here we pass an object. And this object will have a scream ID of request.params.scream ID and the user handle request.user.handle. And the thing is, we can't do return here and then handle the promise in the next then, because the problem is that even if it's not empty, it might actually go through. So we're actually gonna nest the then inside of this if block to avoid that problem. So we're gonna do then scream data dot like count. So we're gonna increment the like count because we liked, so we're gonna increment the like count of the scream by 1. So we do scream data dot like count plus plus. So let's do now. So now we've already added a like to our likes collection. What we need to do is we need to actually increment the like document, the like count in the property in the document of the scream in the database. Oh boy. All right, so scream document dot update, and we need to update one property, which is the like count, and we set it to scream data dot like count, because remember this scream data equals the data that we got from the scream from the database, and we've already incremented the like count here, so we just pass this here, and here we chain another then, and this returns a right result we don't need. So here we just say return res.json. So here everything went successfully. So we return the scream data, which will hold the scream, and yeah, without any likes, just the scream with the new like count. So here, this if block, let's do else. That means we have no likes. Rather, we have a like in this data array. That means we can't like this because it's already liked by this user. So return res.status 400.json, and the error will say scream already liked. All right, so after this then we do .catch error res.status 500 error.code. That's console error as well. Don't know why I'm formatting, because Prettier is gonna format it anyway. All right, let's save all of this and let's save this. Let's comment this because this unlike doesn't exist yet. Or let's actually create it and just return nothing. Or do we write the whole thing? Screw it, let's write the whole thing. So exports dot unlike, and I did say screw it, I'm keeping it PG. Alright, request response const is very similar to like, so we can actually copy everything. Now I know I could do everything in one function, the like but unlike, but the code will get too massive and we could just add another route. It doesn't harm anyone. So here we have the like document, same thing, scream document, same thing. Let's scream data. But here instead it's the opposite down here. So if the data is empty, this is where we return the error. So let's copy this return. Let's go here and say error scream not liked, because we can't unlike a scream that we haven't liked yet. Otherwise, if we do have something in that array, data array, what we need to do is we need to delete that entry. So let's remove all of this. Let's do db.collection. Hey, did we do that? Oh, we have the path for it. So what you need to do is that db.collection likes dot doc. We haven't done this yet. db.collection.doc. So this already adds the slash thing. Or maybe we can do this. Let me try something to make it more simple. So db.doc like this. Backticks slash likes slash, and we remove this bit of code. Then we add data, the array of data, 0, the first member of data, dot, oh actually no, what am I doing? Data dot docs 0, because this is the array, dot data, the function, dot id. Should give us the ID. So this is the actual path for that document, and we chain dot delete, which will delete the function, the document rather, and then here we chain dot then inside of this block, and then like this. We don't need the right result, so we do scream data dot like count minus minus to decrement it by 1, and we return scream document dot update like count is scream data dot like count. I need to put a colon here. Scream data dot like count, and then dot then as well here. And we'll say, we just return a response, res.json. We return actually the scream data. And here after this, then we have the catch. It's gonna have the same error. Cool. All right. So unlike scream is done as well. So let's save everything. Make sure you're running. Let's go to Postman. So here we already have an authorization token, because we were trying to comment. Now we will try to actually like. So slash like, and let's not send anybody, and it's a get request. So let's send this. Okay, it says scream already liked because we added that document. So let's actually put them side by side so we can see update in real time. Let's do unlike. Let's try to unlike this comment, this scream. Okay, there's an internal server error. db.doc.delete is not a function. Oh, detail. Wow. All right. Save. You probably didn't make this mistake. All right. Oh, that's weird. It didn't delete the actual like. And the like count is null. Oh, it's because the scream itself, it didn't have a like count in the first place. Let's give this a value of 0. It's decrementing the like count, but it's not deleting the like itself. Okay, let me have a look at this and come back. Okay, it's actually this db data.docs, not .data. The ID is actually stored in the document reference and not in the data itself. My bad. Okay, let's what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the screams. So this, what scream was it? It was this scream. Well, it was this scream. So let's put the like count to 1 because that's what it was, because there's only 1 like and it's on that scream. And let's send the like again. It should say scream already liked. Cool. Let's do unlike. Cool, it deletes the document, and if we go to screams, it decrements, oh no, it's this one, it decrements the like count to 0, and if we send like, it increments the like count to 1, and if we go to likes, it created the like document, a different like document, but with the same credentials. Since we're already here, and this video is not that long yet, we could keep going and create the delete scream route. But before we do that, I want to fix something. One functionality that's missing is that here when we comment on the scream, we actually have access to the scream document, so we could actually just increment the comment count right here. So here, instead of this return collection thing, let's cut this and let's do return document, which is the scream document. And here, to use the update function, we have to add the prefix reference and use update. And here we need to update the comment count. So let's do an object, and comment count should be equal to doc.data.comment count, which is the current comment count, plus 1. All right, so here let's chain a .then, which will have a right result, which we don't need. And then here we paste back the adding the comment. So db.collection comments, add new comment. All right, so this should do the trick. And if we go to our database, we see we have 3 comments all on this scream. So if you go to that scream, actually that screen doesn't even have a field comment count because it was created too early. So let's do comment count, and it's a number, and it has 3 comments. So now if we submit a comment to this, we should see this comment count increment by 1, and of course the comment would be created. So we have that ID right here. Let's write comment here. Let's get a token. Well, we already had the token, but whatever, let's take the new token. Let's go here in headers, come all the way here, paste the new token. And over here it's comment, and comment is a post route, so post, and in the body, let's say comment number 4. Let's send, and let's look here. Here, cool. Comment count has incremented by 1, so we have 4 comments now. And in our comments, we have a new one. Comment, yeah, there we go. Comment number 4. Great. All right, so let's write the route for deleting a scream. So in the index, let's, instead of this comment, let's do app.delete, because it's a delete request. And it's gonna point to /scream colon scream ID. Of course, it's gonna be a protected route. And the function will be delete scream. Let's import that. Delete scream. Let's save, go to screams. Here at the bottom, let's do a comment delete. I always misspell the word screen delete for some reason. All right, so exports dot delete screen delete. I hate the word delete. Request response, and we need a reference to it. So const document equals db.doc backticks slash screams slash $ curly braces request dot params dot scream id. Now here we do document dot get dot then we get document, and here we do if not doc dot exists. Well, if it doesn't exist, we say, mate, it doesn't exist. You're trying to delete something that's already been deleted or potentially never existed in the first place. So rest.status 404.json error, the good old not found. Else, if it's found, what do we do here? Actually, here we need to check, because we need to check that the user ID of this scream is the same as the user ID of the user decoded from the token, because we need to make sure that this user is the actual owner of this scream, because you can't delete someone else's scream. So we need to check doc.data.userHandle has to be so if it's not equal to request.user.handle, because we already have that through the middleware, we need to return res.status 403 unauthorized with a JSON with an error of unauthorized. Else we return document. This is why we actually put it in a variable, because we needed to use it again. Delete. Oh boy, I misspelled delete. What is happening? Dot then. I need a button on my mouse that whenever I click writes delete, because I don't like that word. Okay, so a message would say scream deleted. Yes, I did it successfully. All right, let's add a dot catch just in case. Console dot log, not log error, and return response dot status 500 dot JSON error.code. All right, let's test all of this, and we're already running. So let's go to Postman, and so I'm user, and this wait, let me make sure. So let's go to screams. So this scream is by user, and I'm logged in as user. So if I send a delete request to this scream slash the scream ID slash delete, we should actually successfully delete it. Wait, do I? Actually, we don't need this delete, because this can be the same. This can be like this without the extra path here. Oh, not here. Here? Where are we? Okay. Oh, we don't have the delete. Okay, my bad. I confused myself there. So if I send this, it should successfully delete it. Cool, and it does. If we go to our database, that scream is gone. Yeah, the scream is gone. And if we try to delete it again, it should say scream not found. Brilliant. Okay, so this was a long video, but we accomplished quite a lot. In the next video, we're going to start to work on database triggered and programmatic triggers and automatically increment numbers. Actually, we don't increment numbers. We're going to, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something cool. Look forward to the next video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.